What up? My name is Brad. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Legends. Today we're jumping in to talk about Zenkai and soul boosting. So I just want to give my opinions on stuff. I don't too much want to give you guys like tips and tricks. There's a couple things. The main one, if you want to build friendship, go to 2-1-9 in the story. Do it on normal. That's your best friendship one. If you're looking to just use the units, like you already have a high friendship, you don't need to use them that many, do friendship that much. Then go to Ultra Space Time Rush, click all three of them, make sure each of them touch the battlefield, quit out, click reattempt, go back through. That counts as one time and you don't have to use any energy. Those are my only tips for Zenkai boosting because there's not much else really to do, it's just a lot of grinding. So I just want to jump in and talk about it real quick because it's a point of contention and it's also kind of not. I do want to talk about the units a little bit, what they do, how busted they become. There's a screenshot going around on Twitter. I was trying to find it. I can't find it again. Somebody put a link down below if it'll let you link to like a screenshot, and I'll pin that. But anyways, take a look at it. So when we look at Zenkai, basically it's just they get an extra board on each board. I hate you have to zoom out each individually. You get an extra board on each individually. Right now we can only do this one. So you can only get to 1,000 Z power. So you have to get 1,000 Z power to even access. Like right now I need 880 more. I've only used them 20 times. I haven't really tried to grind it too much. I've been focusing on other units and soul boosting in general and stuff like that to do that. But basically it's going to make them ludicrous. I don't think doubling their stats is quite that wild, but it's almost a 1.5 times booster as far as I can tell. If I remember right, the screenshot I saw, this Goku had 270,000 blast attack at like max. But I don't know if that was just max with this one board, which seems crazy. I could be wrong, could be 100% wrong, but it's ludicrous. Zenkai is a very good thing. The best thing I can recommend, because they really should let you know who's going to get a Zenkai win. So you start working on that friendship so you're not stuck in this scenario where you're grinding friendship like crazy, but they're not going to do that. I would imagine Shout's going to get one, because he does have exclusive sleeves, and what I mean by that, I can't fill those in. What I mean by that is if you go over here to other, and you're looking for options, nope, you're looking for status, my bad. Status, you can change your sleeves on your cards. I changed it over this and it's a little funky if I'm being honest with you. I like it, like it's cool, but it does take a second to adjust. You may want to play a couple story things before. But you do have one for Goku, for Broly, and for Beerus. I would imagine Shout's going to get one. I don't know when. Build his friendship up. I don't know what to tell you. Like, he should have a decent friendship from doing so many story missions that require him. But still, build his friendship up. You do have to have a friendship level of 10. Which I think Spider worked it out. And it's like 2,885 runs of that 2-1-9. Which is ludicrous. You will not have that much energy for a while. It's going to take some time. That's what I'm trying to say. It's going to take some time. So don't focus all of your resources on trying to get them Zenkai'd. It's going to be a minute. We can only do the first one right now anyways. Do it every now and again. Spend an energy bar. Go through it. Run it 10 times a day. You know what I mean? Don't go anything wild. It's not worth your time, I promise you. We'll take a look at his stats real quick. I'm sure you guys have already looked in-game. No, we're not going to take a look at that. What the heck? I'm sure you guys have already looked in-game, but still, I do want to cover it. Okay, so Saiyan Strike Attack, we know that one. So Zenkai ability increases the following statuses of both characters that are red and tag Saiyan. So 20% strike attack, 15% blast attack, 15% strike defense, 20% blast defense. So not only are they monsters, they make other units rose, red Saiyans. Even the OG Vegeta, who got the buff and everything, he's great with this. I mean, that's wild. Those are really good increases. And that's just one. That's just Zenkai ability 1. Actually, hold on. Can we just jump out real quick to Legends over here? Do you have all the Zenkais listed? I'm now interested, so I'm sorry. And if this isn't your style of content, I totally get it. We're going to be back to normal content tomorrow. I just wanted to do all this discussing in like one video. Where the heck are you at? I have not looked for this man in who knows how long. Like, it's been he might be right there. I saw him. Yeah, he's an old unit, so it makes sense. So if we go over here, let's see, we're 5,000. How do I click your Zenkai? Is it listed below here? No. Okay, so it's not on here yet on what it is. Okay, never mind then. It's ludicrous. There's no other way to say it. It's absolutely ludicrous. I'm not sure how you view it. Check limit stats? Yeah. Ah, now we can see it if he was fully Zenkai'd. 292,000 blast attack. Keep in mind, 200,000 was a pretty decent striker blast attack. It's not bad. It's not amazing. But most extremes with their 20% will probably hit around 200,000. 292,000. I like how people are saying maybe he's the best unit in the game. Besides Beerus and Broly, the other two Zenkai units, he's definitely the best unit in the game. Like, what? Like I said, don't expect that anytime soon. It's going to be a hot minute. Okay, that's Awakening rank, though, 7. Oh, my. I think it's 4. He's talking about Krillin, 35% blast damage. Oh, my gosh. Legendary War applies the following effects itself. Oh, the first person I run into that has this freaking Goku, I'm going to go insane. That's ludicrous. But I'm assuming the game plan. I wouldn't worry too much because I think the game plan is probably units are going to get stacked up to a similar point by that point, I would think. Between buffs, which bring you up to a relatively current meta. They're not going to be as good as new units, banner units and stuff like that. It's not going to happen. They want you to spend money. So, but between buffs for old units, bringing up units that could, you know, kind of compete with a level, even if you can get to like 270,000 blast attack and 30,000 off of both your defenses from that Goku stats, you'll be all right. Blue Broly is another option that does also get the Zenkai. Let me see what his would look like as well. 282,000. So this is what I'm talking about. So even if you had 150,000 on both your defenses, you're competent. You know what I mean? So if you're not going to have that big of a trouble with it, by the time people can get these units to this level, which I'm thinking it'll be at least 2 to 3 months. I can't imagine it's sooner than that. They only gave us 1 out of the, 7 that you can unlock. I don't think it's going to be sooner than that. So I wouldn't start stressing quite yet. It's a little crazy. It's definitely crazy. But I don't think it's ludicrous. Because I think by that point, we're going to have units that are on a different scale. Think about Dokkan. Think about when Dokkan first came out in, like, Red Gogeta. STR Gogeta was the shiz. Like, he was amazing. He had every unit neutral. He had a terrible ability, terrible leader skill, and now it's amazing. You know what I mean? Now he's got his Easy A and he's a boss. So think about that. It's not going to be the same scale. Don't think it is. Look at buff units in this game. They're not the same as Easy A's. But it's fine. Don't stress too hard, okay? I'm not trying to make you stress out of here. Applies the following effects itself upon landing a strike or blast arts. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. So he's got Shisami and Red Gogeta all looped into one. Oof. And a strike and blast. And that's standard. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's going to be ludicrous. There's no other way to say it. We'll look at Beerus just because. It's going to be absolutely ludicrous. Beerus is the one that you have to give him to 7 stars. Not old 7 stars, but new 7 stars. Which is essentially 6 stars. Basically. Oh, it kind of makes me scared, though. What are your stats? Oh. Gross. But again, by the point he comes out, will LF Vegeta even be relevant? I feel like the LFs will probably be relevant, but will Whis be able to live in that kind of meta without a buff? Unless they just drop as long as like next month and people can just pay crazy money to start summoning. God-fearing. If you run into this person on PvP, dog, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, dog. The person who gets all 3 of these guys done. I'm sorry. The following effects occur when this character switches standby, 20% damage, includes his allies. Not wild. Good. About what he should have had when he first came out. Not insane. Again, not wild. Units have that. Deborah has that. And Deborah's not very good nowadays. He used to be my favorite unit. But he's not that good anymore nowadays. So, it's not absolutely ludicrous. I feel like the Goku's the craziest one. I think he's easily the best unit in the game, but luckily he's not out yet. Thankfully. Okay, that's enough on that. What are we at? Now, almost 10 minutes on just that. So I did want to talk about soul boosting very, very quickly. There's not much I can really give you besides you're just leveling every single thing up. You can see my levels. They're pretty spread out. But every single one of my sparkings and pretty close to my extremes, all the usable extremes, are soul boosted to 700%. I would recommend you do soul boosting first, and then you worry about leveling up. Pick only units you're going to use. I am a YouTube channel, so I have to level everything up because I want to make a bunch of different teams. Pick only units you are going to use. If you like God Key, get that team stacked so you're ready to go. You got a really good Lineage of Evil team. You're really good with that team. Get them stacked so you're set and you're off to the races when we can jump into PvP next week with 5,000. Until then, just work slowly. Don't do what I do. Like, I went through an unholy amount of energy tickets. At least 1,000. That's not even a joke. At least 1,000 energy tickets. To get everybody soul boosted. To get a good amount of people leveled up. At first, I was leveling up using the XP event. And then I started realizing... Little tip for you. Pro tip for you. You can use any trading item on any unit right now. So do it up. And it's half time. So even the old crappy training items... So, like the milk crate and stuff like that, they'll even give you 300-400 levels. So if you're just throwing it on some random-ass unit, do it up. You got to level them all up eventually. Just take your time. Don't rush it like I did. That's really all for this video. I just want to talk about Zenkai, how wild it is. Look at their stats. I wanted to talk about soul boosting. Look at their stats. We didn't look at any stats of soul boosting, but that's all right. Yeah, don't expect any PvP today. I just wanted to talk about stuff and give my opinion on everything that's happening with the game. So I'm going to get out of here. You have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for watching my stuff. I do appreciate you. And tomorrow we'll be back to regular scheduling. So I want to do like Bardock with Tora and Fasha. I want to do a couple teams with Trunks. I want to do a couple teams with Tapion. I want to do a couple teams with Majin Buu, Super Buu. I did manage to pull all 4 units, so we're off to the races. But I'm going to get out of here. You have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you around. Deuces.